Happy birthday to one of the best directors in Tamil cinema right now, Lokesh Kanagaraj. Now it seems like an appropriate time to rank his films, as he's only done 4 so far, and the 5th one, Leo, will be coming out later on this year. So we're gonna go from 4 to 1, and here is the list. At number 4 is Master. Now Master's not a bad movie, I think it's just the weakest out of the 4 films he's directed so far. I think that Master does a really great job of showing Vijay in a different light in comparison to the films he's done in the last 5 or 6 years. He plays a pretty flawed character in the first half and then obviously becomes like your traditional Vijay type of character in the second half. I think this is probably the best album that Lokesh Kanagaraj has had in any of his films, and that's thanks to Anirudh. I think that some of the scenes in this movie are really great, but I feel like it's not as good as the other 3 films that are listed above this. And obviously Vijay Sethupathi is great here too, but yeah, I felt like this is probably the weakest of the 4 films he's directed. Manaharam is the 3rd movie on this list. Obviously, this is the debut film for Lokesh Kanagaraj. The film kind of feels like a traditional, like commercial cinema film for the first quarter or so, but once it gets to the main story, which is happening through this one night, and it has like these 4 different characters and their storylines get intertwined with each other, that's where the story gets really good, and that's where the film gets really good. It was a very impressive debut for him, and I think it showed his prowess in terms of writing, in terms of creating interesting characters. And the fact that he doesn't even tell the main characters' names was a very interesting trademark and kind of a preview as to how he does things differently in terms of the action genre. At number 2 is Kaidi. Now, obviously, Lokesh Kanagaraj started his career with Manaharam, but Kaidi was the film that launched him into superstardom as a director. This movie's perfectly directed. I love the pacing of the film. The tension is there throughout. I think that the Dilli character is one of the most interesting action thriller characters in the last 10 years. This film is one of the best action thrillers in the last 10 years. The score by Sam CS is great. Cinematography is amazing in this movie. And we all did not know this at the time, but this was the start to the LCU. So what a cool way to start. And I actually watched this film in 2019. So this was technically the first film that I watched from Lokesh. And I went to watch it while everyone else was watching Bigil. I'm kind of happy by that decision because I love Kaidi and it's one of my all-time favorite films. And one of the best films in the last 10 years, in my personal opinion. And you guessed it, Vikram is the number 1 film that he's directed so far in his career. This is his tribute to Kamal Haasan. This is one of the best action thrillers that Tamil cinema, probably Indian cinema, has made in the last 10 years. Perfectly done. Everything in this movie is incredible. 3 heavyweight performances from the leads and obviously Surya in the cameo role. Incredible film. Happy birthday again, and let's see how Leo goes.